Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In regards to today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Trudeau responding to a CBC reporter's question about what his response is to Pierre saying everything that Trudeau says is bullshit. And yes, Pierre actually did say that.
Everyone hates the tax.
Yeah.
Because everyone's been screwed over, right? People believed his lies. Everything he said was bullshit.
Now, from the reports that are coming out, Pierre was traveling to a destination when he saw this carbon tax protest happening in the distance. So he decided to stop by, talk with the people that were there, and this was caught on tape. Now, as I mentioned, the reporter comes out and asks Trudeau this, and this is what Trudeau's response is.
Hi, Michelle Song with CBC News. Your opponent was photographed posing with anti-carbon tax protesters flying F Trudeau flags. In the video, Pierre Poilievre is heard saying that you are a liar and everything you say is, quote, bullshit. Can we get your response, please?
Every politician has to make choices about what kind of leader they want to be. Are they a kind of leader that is going to exacerbate divisions, fears, and polarization in our country, make personal attacks?
This sounds a little bit familiar.
Mr. Speaker, Conservative Party members can stand with people who wave swastikas. They can stand with people who wave the Confederate flag. We will choose to stand with Canadians who deserve to be able to get to their jobs, who be able to get their lives back. These illegal protests need to stop, and they will, Mr. Speaker.
Never mind. I can't remember what it's about. Let's just continue listening to what he has to say.
And welcome the support of conspiracy theorists and extremists, because that's exactly what Pierre Poilievre continues to do, not just when you see him engaging with members of Diagolon.
Now, if you're unfamiliar with Diagolon is, it's been labeled an extreme far-right group, potentially violent as well. And the reason that Trudeau's mentioning them is because as Pierre was doing a tour of the protest area, he went into one of the trailers, and as he was seen exiting the trailer, there was actually the Diagolon sign drawn, or flag, I should say, drawn on the door, amongst other things like Daisy Media and just some other sort of writing, as you can see here.
You guys get a shower? You guys get a shower?
Yeah, a big shower.
Yeah, this is where I sleep.
Now, the story between Pierre and Diagolon gets a little bit murky because back when the trucker situation was happening, Pierre actually met with the founder or the leader of the group, and later on quickly denounced them when he found out that they were on a podcast talking about doing some things to his wife forcefully and stuff like that. And so Pierre called them losers and all that. And so I think this is why Trudeau's trying to insert them into this situation. But not only does he talk about Diagolon, he starts to talk about Alex Jones.
But also when he refuses to condemn and reject the endorsement of Alex Jones. Alex Jones is a proven liar and conspiracy theorist who has to pay hundreds of millions of dollars because he lied about the Sandy Hook killing that killed 20 little kids.
Now, I don't know if Trudeau wants to play this tit-for-tat game in terms of who endorses who, because I'm sure he's got quite a long laundry list of some corrupt individuals, just like Klaus Schwab, for example. That would be my number one on his list. But two things can be true. Yes, Alex Jones made a huge mistake in terms of the Sandy Hook situation, saying what he said. He's been very apologetic for it. He's admitted that he was wrong about it. But I don't understand how that has anything to do with his endorsement for Pierre, or not even endorsing him, just saying that he likes the guy and he likes the style of the guy. And I'm sure Trudeau has some individuals who would say nice things about him and support him that maybe he wouldn't agree with. But the fact that we're playing this little game of, oh, Alex Jones, it's kind of sad. Like, yeah, the guy's been wrong about a few things. He's also been right about a lot of things. But as we have Trudeau here trying to make the point that Pierre is trying to bring the country more to the right, more conspiratorial, more extreme, more divisive, that's exactly what he's doing with this comment. And I would say that Pierre's actually doing the complete opposite. There's a lot of people who agree that Trudeau should resign, regardless of their age bracket or their previous political affiliation. A lot of people don't want Trudeau in power anymore, and that doesn't sound like divisiveness to me. That sounds like people coming together. But these are his talking points, as you can hear here.
This is the kind of man who's saying Pierre Poilievre has the right ideas to bring the country towards the right, towards conspiracy theories, towards extremism, towards polarization, towards the kind of lies that Alex Jones is peddling still. So the fact that Pierre Poilievre hasn't stood up to condemn that endorsement, the fact that he continues to encourage the kind of divisive approaches to Canada that I don't think Canadians want to see, really shows that he will do anything to win, anything to torque up negativity and fear. And it only emphasizes that he has nothing to say to actually solve the problems that he's busy amplifying.
Now, you just heard him go on this whole rant and spiel about all that, yet the best part is when the CBC reporter comes up with her follow-up question and basically says, well, what about all of the Canadians who do support Pierre and say that you're not fit for the job? What do you say to them? Just listen to the way he changes his tune then.
There are Canadians that agree with Mr. Poilievre and are angry at you. What do you say to the Canadians who agree with him and not you?
We're a democracy where people get to express themselves and vote however they choose when the federal election comes around. And that's an important piece of it. And I know people are going to vote for all sorts of different parties. I think what Canadians will also do, though, is take a careful look not just at who is reflecting back some of the very real frustrations people are facing, but who's able to solve it. Who's actually putting forward concrete plans to solve the challenges we're facing?
And that's the million-dollar question. Who is trying to solve all the problems that your government and you have created? Will it be you guys? Will it be the Conservatives? I guess only time will tell. But it's interesting that he starts to talk about how it's okay if people don't like him, and that's the purpose of elections, so that we can have a democracy and see what the people want. Yet he voted against having the carbon tax election that Pierre put forward a few months ago, and most likely won't do anything until October of next year when the actual election is supposed to happen. But hey, I just thought I'd put this video out there if you guys didn't catch it. Love to hear what you guys thought about this whole situation. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks so much.